Yes, welcome. Another episode on Top of the Cop TV. I'm gonna call this one Thoughts of a Saint. Yeah, I like that. Just topics that have come up. Obviously, we've got a big one. It's come up that obviously Salah. We're gonna have a little chat about Salah. We're gonna have a little chat about the whole forward front line, really. What I think's going wrong. How I think we could possibly improve our dead form of late. Yeah, sorry this is coming late. I had to just watch that Chelsea game. Matters. Fat Frank's in trouble, but we'll go into that tomorrow. I've got a little weekly roundup to do. We'll talk about Chelsea and their woes, man. But we got enough going on our side. So yeah, you're here with Saint. Listen, please subscribe, like, drop a like. Do you know what I mean? Drop a comment, share all of that, man. Doesn't take much to slap a like. Actually, I lie. Takes nothing. Takes absolutely nothing to subscribe, slap a like. So yeah, cool. We move. It's come out today that Salah has said after his, I thought, firstly, let's talk about the first interview that he did. I was a bit like, are you going out there and putting yourself out there like that? I wasn't really too happy about it. I'm a Liverpool fan, innit? So I just would have liked him to have just been like, yeah, you know, blah blah, Madrid, whatever, but my heart is here, whatever. He didn't, so there's always that room for, do you know what I mean, speculation, let's say. Calm, I'm cool with that. So he's now come out apparently and said that he's happy to stay, but it is all in Liverpool's hands. It's a bit ambiguous, really, isn't it? Like, it's a bit like, boy, see, my thing is I want to stay, but what are they on? If I'm honest with you, his performances haven't really, do you know what I mean, married that. I thought he's been looking a little bit just out of sorts. And he's just looking vexed. You just don't really see Salah like smiling or nothing. He just don't really look happy. And so I've just been a bit like, you know, I did think at the beginning of the season that he'd be putting up numbers, and Salah's a numbers guy. Firstly, Salah is world class. He's different gravy. Do you know what I mean? And I'll have no slander on Salah. Like, that's not what we're here to do at all. But I told you, I keep it real. I'm a real Liverpool fan. Been a Liverpool fan from Wade. You get me? Like, from North London. Only one. There wasn't much man around. You get me? Seeing Man United man win, like Arsenal man. Like, it's been tough. So you get me? I'm here. I got a strong back. Do you know what I mean? So I say it how I see it. Boom. With Salah now, like I said, I just don't see him looking like he's happy in that. Like, I feel like his mind is occupied on something. He's a numbers guy. Do you know what I mean? And I think he's still gonna put up numbers this season. Serious numbers. I think if he puts up golden boot for the third consecutive season in a row, what are we saying about him then? Big up the man them that are drinking Red Stripe. Listen, small little community. If you want to sponsor, man, do your thing. You get me? Anyways, we move. Yeah, like, I just feel like he's a little preoccupied. There's something going on with him, innit? Him coming out and saying that he wants to stay here is good news. Listen, I love Salah. What he's done for us as do you know what I mean, for us as a club is ridiculous. Obviously what we've done for him has been equally as great, but I just think like Salah on song is ridiculous. He's not your typical player. I do think out of him and Mane, I think Mane's the better player. I think Mane's the better footballer, and I think Salah's the better numbers man. Do you know what I mean? He's the better kind of moments guy. If you need a big moment, then Salah will do it. I have to shout out Ransom Banson. I do laugh at that when I hear him say that Salah often looks like he's searching for his first touch. And I like that, because it is true. Like, I do often, his technique is a bit awkward. I counter that to say technique is technique, and if you've been doing something for as long as he's been doing it, or if you've been doing something for progressively at a very high standard, then one has to look at it as, boy, your technique is your technique. Reggie Miller used to shoot the ball all mad, like, but he was doing bits from the 3-point line, couldn't tell him nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Johnson runs like some wallet, but What are you saying to him? You know what I'm saying? So like technique is a bit technique, and the thing with Salah as well is he's clever minded, isn't it? He's a clever footballer, but he's clever minded and he's clever footed. So like he'll put the ball somewhere, or he will like not miscontrol it, but do you know what I mean? He'll touch it and it won't be the most elegant, but then he's moved it before the defender can get to it because he's quicker minded and quicker footed. The thing with Salah is then he might overdo it and then try and do a next thing, and you know what I mean, and then it's just long. But like generally speaking, that's what it is, and that's why he's able to get out of positions. But you're looking at like he didn't look silky, like, do you know what I mean? But at the same time, he does it often enough for it to not be like, oh, it's a fluke on that. Salah's very quick-footed, but his footwork isn't great, if that makes sense. I know football man will know what I'm talking about. Like, he's quick-footed, but his footwork isn't great. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not a Kanu. Kanu wasn't as quick-footed as Salah, but had way better footwork. Like, take of that as you will. That's what I'm saying. So, like, yeah, boom. I love that Salah's here. I do feel like there's something going on between him and Mane. I feel like them two just are not looking like they really even get on. I don't personally feel like you have to get on as strikers, in it. Like, there's been plenty of examples in the Premier League era of man not just coming and doing a job. Teddy Sheringham and you know, in Man United, and then man and Cole and that. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of examples of man that just whatever. Even I saw an interview. Shout out Cheeky Sport, obviously doing their thing. Go and subscribe to them and that. But they had an interview with Daniel Sturridge, and he was talking about his relationship with Luis Suarez and saying that they weren't brethren off the pitch. You know what I mean? But on the pitch, it was what it was. Now, I don't even think that's the case with Salah and Mane. I don't even think them man there are doing... No, it's not even I don't think. I know, I'm seeing. The eye test is showing, man. They don't even pass the ball to each other. They ain't creating for each other. Do you know what I mean? They don't have that, like Salah's... And it's weird as well because they're both out of form. So that makes it even harder. Like, Salah looks a way worse player when he's one-track minded, looking to score a goal. Then he plays within himself. When he's actually just free, and Salah's different gravy, but he wants goals. Mane is out of goals, hasn't scored in the last, can't remember. Like, so they're both searching for goals, and both don't really want to give the next piece of brother. So you're not really seeing link up play, like the little one touch and boom, here you go. I don't really care. Like, let's just get around the man, and whoever ends up in that spot will take. Nah, it's, I want to take the shot, you know what I mean? And it's becoming very, very, very stale. We're becoming very predictable. That's why the crosses are just hitting wallahi, bruv. You know them way there? It's just straight, like hitting wallahi, hitting and hope. Like, it's just, man, it's just, you know what I mean? It's not, man, oh, we'll hit it, boom, hit off my next man, and I'm just looking to just, no. The football of, say, like 17, 18, even 18, 19 isn't that. And then you add that with the fact that Bobby is on some absolute joke thing. Like, man is doing madness. Like, I'm fed up. Like, Bobby, let me tell you that Bobby is serious. Again, like, what he's done for us and what his importance in our team is unmatched. I get it, what he does and the linking of play, but now I don't even feel like he's doing that. So now when you're not linking up two men that don't really like check for each other, it's like, it is all just mad. And then you couple that with the fact that you're not a Leng man. Like, I'm tired of this. Like, I want someone serious as my number 9. Someone who, I want a Gary Lineker. Do you know what I mean? I just want someone in the box who's just gonna bang. I want a Jamie Vardy. I just want someone who can bang. Like, it's not, it's mad. I would have thought at the time maybe Timo, but yeah, no. Thank God we ain't got Timo in it. But I need someone who is a certified Leng man. That Roberto Firmino is not. He is a nice flair player. Ain't no one got flair like Firmino. Trust me, no one. But at the same time, I need substance. You know, the ones there, I need substance, man. I need goals. Like that Man United game, all the best chances fell to you, to Ross Clark, and you didn't put none of them. You didn't even. No, it's not even like you're hitting the target, and all the best chances fell to you, and you're not even putting shots on goal. They're not even coming up a mountain tonight, and it's just like, oh. But then you're playing and doing bits in the Crystal Palace game, and showing, man, that you have got sauce when you want to, but you think you're playing in the favelas more time. Like, nah, rude boy, you're playing in the Premier League. Like, come on. Like, and not all this drifting into the middle of the park to do round the corner passes and all of that. Like, when it comes off, calm, but when it don't, I'm like, yo, like, we've got midfielders as our CBs. You're putting more pressure onto, man. Like, it is just mad. It's mad. It's all long. So yeah, our forward line is there's no surprise to me why we look blunt. You know what I mean? Like, we look like there's no sharpness in our game at all. That's why. Then obviously we don't have someone, like I said, if you had checked out the review, we don't have someone to link up play well. You know, that age-old argument of not finding a Coutinho replacement, I still say is valid. People say to me, oh, well, we don't really play like that. I think that's redundant. I think if you find the right type of player, you would play like that. I used to hear Arsenal man, say that to me. Oh, yeah, like, we don't really play with a number 10. That's why we don't really use Ozil and that. Like, no, maybe Ozil ain't the right one. But if you found someone who was decent enough, you would. Then they found ESR, and then boom, man's doing bits. Like, I just feel like if we had the right type of player, we would be able to play a number 10 who would be able to unlock certain things, or at the very least, bang, not be afraid to just cock back and let it off. Like, oh man, I think the only real person we got for that is Ox, and Ox is a next puzzle, because he's frail, like, it's just, and then coming back and he's not consistent, but he will let it off. Like, he will bang, I'll give him that. But we need someone a little bit, you know what I mean? I think personally Ox needs to be on his way out. I love my man, but he needs to be on his way out just due to his injury form. I think Ox, Naby again. Ox and Naby we can get money for. Michael Edward could get money for their mums. Do you know what I mean? So let alone them. He could get money for them. Like, do you know what I mean? So let's just move them out and get something. I think it was Grizz Khan again on the LFC Day Trippers again. Go and subscribe if you don't. Shout out them, man. But he said the best ability is availability. On that premise, them man need to get gone, man. Like NSYNC. Like, bye. But yeah, Matip as well, because look at the madness we're in. Like, we just need a run of games. So yeah, that brings me to, I'm not really going to go too much into the whole review thing, into the whole transfer stuff, because I'm going to do a separate show about that. So yeah, but yeah, man, the boy's working, man. I've just started this thing and I'm just going to put out some content, you get me? But I'm going to do a separate transfer, but with 10 days to the end of the end of the transfer window, I'd have to at least address that, you know. Once I have to say what's going on. Where's the CVs at? Seriously, we ain't even linked to no one. Like, not even a sniff. None. Like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, we need someone, just a body. I was laughing. I'm sorry, I take it back. I was laughing. Man, I was sitting there, like, talking to a couple of my brethren, like, Socrates, get out of here, man. You know, some jokes. I'll take him. I would take him. Rude boy, listen. I will go and I'll drive there and I'll pick him up and I'll bring him. We need a body. If the body is better than Reece Williams or is better than my man, Nat Phillips, then I don't understand what Wagwan. Like, we need a body. Like, but I'm not going to go too much into that because FSG, do you know what I mean? They do surprise you, man. They come out with certain things, and probably prior to this window, I wouldn't have had cause to have been like, yo, Wagwan, like, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to hold out. You never know. They could pull something out of the bag. But at the same time, it's not just a case of getting someone in before the window closes. Within that time frame, we're playing games. You know them ones there, we're playing serious games. Like Burnley's coming up, Then we got Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? FA Cup's FA Cup, whatever. But still, I would still like to put them man out. You know what I mean? Like we got City in the not too distant future. Like we've got games coming up, so it's like yo, it's techie, man. Like it's serious. As we stand, obviously we're like, shout out Leicester, you're doing their thing. Man United, what you lot saying now, innit? Talking all that top of the league nonsense, like. Jeez, man, I never seen a fan base so gassed. Like Man U, Tottenham, you man were gassed. Tottenham fans were telling me we've been on top of the league for 34 days. And shut up, man. Like, what happened to you, man? Like, come on. Shout out Leicester, man. You lot doing bits, man. Maddison is looking like he's coming into himself. But like I said, I'll go into that tomorrow. Like, tune in for that. I'll drop that tomorrow morning. But yeah, man, like, coming back to us. I just said that because we're now like languishing. I don't really look at positions too much. I'm not really too interested. It's 19 games in or something. It's calm. It's more the points, innit? And we're still there and thereabouts, which isn't so bad. However, it's all relative. City are looking like they are. That Michael Johnson reference I used before looks like man is straightening his back. The way there, like he's getting into like 40-50 meters straightening his back and is about to let off, like, and we gotta try and stay with them, you know, them ones there, like. And at the moment it doesn't seem like we're going to be doing that with the state of things at the moment. We just need some more creativity, man. Seriously, we need some more creativity. We need to be able to push. It's like a domino effect. Like we only need a CB so we can push Hendo up, because at the end of the day, if Hendo was a squad player, I'm gonna be serious. I wouldn't even mind. I'd be like, yeah, play him as CB. He's calm. It's like it's not even that bad. Like, you know, them ones there. Like, do whatever plans you have. If you want to do your Upper Meccano in the summer, it's cool. But it's not that, bro. Like, what we're not getting from him, we need in midfield. So it's like, get someone, move my man. I'm not even talking about Fabinho. Fabinho, brother. When he's in defensive midfield, the way man can just ping the ball, you know, them ones there, just there it goes. We're missing that. Like, man's having to drag the ball up from centre back and keep a line, and bro, it is long. And so we are in a position where we could be able to, and then like I said, it's just all long because we've got two men up the top who just are not on form and don't seem to like each other. Don't seem to really be singing on the same hymn page. So listen, I clocked I got dry lips and I couldn't find my Carmex before this. So yeah, you're gonna have to boss man in it. Yeah, so like I don't know. Like it's looking how we need to sort it out. FSG, get your finger out. Get your finger out. Get your finger out, man. Do some marketing schemes. Like, do you know what I mean? 100 million, what's it called? Liverpool fans would put £1 in. I'll put £1 in. Get my man. Get someone. Like, come on, man. Like, if it's a money thing, like, we can do this, innit? We're Liverpoolfc. It is scandalous. It is absolutely scandalous what you're trying to do to our season, seeing how much we need a position and not catering for that. It's crazy. We saw it with City and now we're doing it worse. It's like, yo, what, you man, you know what? Hold my drink. Let me show you what one. Let me show you how we can fuck up a title like retention. Come on, man. Like, please. Yeah, man. Those are just some of my thoughts, innit? Like, that just had to just spew. Let me know in the comments what you think. Some of you know what I mean, how we can solve this and how you think if we're gonna get a defender. It's all mad. Like, again, thank you for staying with me. Slap a like, subscribe, all of that. Say I'm out. Safe.